We established Black Wall Street districts around the globe in the spirit of the original Black Wall Street district of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Black Wall Street districts can be recognized as an urban area that is a thriving center of business, industry, and culture, and is a commercial strip that has 50 to 70% or more businesses owned by African Americans.
Support the Black Wall Street USA movement for the next 300 years. We established Black Wall Street districts around the globe in the spirit of Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. This movement is about God, our ancestors, and future generations. Your supporting membership will further show you are willing to perform the same ground paving efforts for generations we will never meet. Visit blackwallstreet.org/join and keep the movement moving.
Let me share my screen. Okay, and open it up wide. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Black Wall Street, Texas. We are super excited to be here once again as we continue to preserve and honor our ancestors' history. For those of you who are listening to the recording, I am Dr. Janice Little with Black Wall Street, Texas. I serve as the state director, and I'm extending a personal invitation to you, the listener, to come and join us this time next week on our Zoom. Now that we've done the welcome, let's go ahead and open it up for prayer. We'll ask one of the men to lead us in prayer today.
I guess I'm the only man around, ain't I? Okay, Father God, thank you for this day. Thank you for this opportunity for us to come together in your name and basically doing what you give us to do each and every day. I want to thank you for your grace and mercy, and thank you for your love and kindness and how we ought to treat each other, how we ought to love each other, and continue on your work as we continue to grow. With that, I want to thank you for this and all things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you for the prayer. Now, Sister Rahim, we are here at the 7 spiritual markers, and I know how much you love doing the 7 spiritual markers. Are you able to unmute and do the 7 spiritual markers?
I think I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, okay. I'm still learning. I learned these by heart. The 7 spiritual markers. Excuse me. Trying to clear my voice. The Spirit of the Lord, the Spirit of wisdom, the Spirit of understanding, the Spirit of counsel, the Spirit of might, some call it power, the Spirit of knowledge, and the spirit of the fear of the Lord. Thanks for letting me share.
Thank you for sharing. And these 7 spiritual markers can be found on blackwallstreet.org/our movement. Now, we'll proceed on with the agenda where we give a brief overview of the Black Wall Street movement and what is it? What is it today, and how are we making sure that we preserve our ancestor history? What it is this is where we remember those who were impacted by the massacre in Tulsa. We come together as business owners. We advance, enhance, and elevate each other's business. We do that so that we can continue to strengthen our community and impact our children as well as generations to come. Now we will show how we're doing it with our current business. And this is where we do our 1-minute elevator pitch and share what we are doing in our community. I'll lead off with my pitch. I'm Dr. Janice Little with the Graduates Gift, LLC. We are a real estate management company that provides support services to graduates and young entrepreneur through learning and earning opportunities. We are the graduate's gift, the gift that keeps on giving. Next. Next person, unmute and do your pitch, please.
Peace and blessings. I am Director Rahima Rahim of Black Wall Street, USA, Oklahoma. My pitch today is for the project, the Black Wall Street Mentoring Clinic project of the Trail of Tears. I'm looking forward to everyone participating in getting us from Florida to Georgia in 2026 of May. Thanks for letting me share the Trail of Tears and the Mentoring
Thank you
Clinic.
for sharing. Next.
Good morning,
Hi,
Black Wall Street, Texas. This is Melvin Brown, co-director of Black Wall Street, Mississippi. We're working hard on the restoration of Fry's Point, Mississippi, working with a cemetery project and restoration of homes.
Thank you for sharing, Mr. Brown. Next.
hi, I'll share. This is Karen Reese. The business I'm going to share today is called Can We Talk Sports? I have a passion about helping parents get the information that they need in order to navigate their kids through the sports journey. And I do that in the form of entertainment. Can We Talk Sports is the first sports mom talk show. And we're excited that 2026 is going to be the year that we are live all the way live. Thank you for letting me share.
Thank you for sharing. Next.
Okay, my name is Ed Peterson of Global Touch Enterprise, web design and marketing company, technology company. And just basically helping entrepreneurs, churches, nonprofit organizations, and startup companies how to build and grow their network, utilizing their website as a marketing tool and a lead generating machine, and utilizing AI. And so I'm here to help as many as give me permission to do so.
Thank you for sharing. We have one more in this space. No, two more in this space. Come
One
on.
morning, everyone. Sorry, I was moving around. CC Moreland, licensed financial educator, getting my business out there more, educating low income families about the importance of saving and just sharing that we have policies as low as $39 a month. But just getting the word out about that. CC Moreland, also marketing coordinator for the Trail of Tears. We're having a great time planning this. So I think I'm looking forward to heading to Oklahoma to see your mother, Rahima. So bless you, everyone, and thank you for letting me share.
Yay!
Yay. All right. Next, we have one more.
This is LT Williams, and the business I'm showcasing today is You Can Sign Too. I am a sign language interpreter, and I teach people who want to learn sign language. It bridges the gap between the deaf community and the hearing community, and it helps you to understand that phrase that people use, deaf and dumb, is not true. Deaf people are not dumb. Far from it.
Right.
And so right now I teach young people in the schools sign language. And it is both rewarding and entertaining. So again, my business is You Can Sign Too. I teach American Sign Language. Thank you.
You.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to unmute. My thing was muted. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Now we are going to move into the category of business dialogue. This is where we reflect on our business activity for the previous week and what we were doing to elevate and advance our business or enhance it. I'll start with the graduate's gift. This past week, we've been focusing on working with the youth to prepare them to attend the Stage 1 in Action Convention. Been working with getting social media posting up, as well as working collaboratively with Dr. G with the event that he's participating in, where we can collaborate and showcase the youth as Dr. G does his performance. So I've been working with coordinating that, and as well as coordinating with Gaia's dance teacher to make sure that, she's on point with her little performance, as well as the other ambassadors with their pitch. So I've really been doing a lot of youth engaging, community collaboration, and social media. I did get a posting up, sent out an email blast. We were successful with getting a contribution from Christian Becerra, and Mr. Manning also did a contribution for the youth to go to Las Vegas. So that was my activity. And coming up the following week, we'll continue to work with getting support because we need more support to get them. We didn't secure enough to purchase the flight, but I'm not a quitter. So we still will be working this week now that the kids are out of school so that we can get those flights done. That's it for the graduate's gift. Next. Or anyone can share feedback or suggestions on what we can do better to get more support because it's coming slowly.
Right. Thank you for that information. I'd like to ask how this is Sister Raheem, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'd like to ask how we could, those like of us on our line, charity begins at home and spreads abroad. So we should be able to give something, 5, 10, 50. What, how can we do that? Those of us on the line.
On there, I've shared like you can do Zelle, Cash App, Venmo. I've posted like on the social media posts. You could do. I even have a QR code with some that want to do contributions more, and be a partner. So you can do Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, Apple Pay, Google Pay. I even take crypto today.
And it goes to, for the not tech savvy people, this would how we would this would go to what, the graduate's gift. We look up the graduate's gift or what?
Well, you when you're doing, it's going to me on the Zelle because the graduate's
Okay.
gift. Yeah, you don't have the Zelle and whatnot. And Cash App, it goes directly to me. You can go to the graduate's gift. There's a link. I can actually share that link here where you can get and do a payment there. You can do credit card payment. You can do all that. So I'll drop the link in the chat box.
Okay, thank you. Hope I'll be able to find.
You're
I'll get some help. Thank you. So, while I'm talking, Director Raheem, Tulsa, Oklahoma. This week we did a lot of the Lord did a lot of work on trying to get the paperwork ready. We're getting the paperwork out, so I wasn't even able to get to 365 with the e-Turmeric group for Black Wall Street USA, the what do you call them, the tech team. But I do still plan to get that over. So when we're planning to meet this Monday and Tuesday, and then I'll get the tech team to help me to get into the what do you call it? I'm losing words. You all help me out. Miss Moreland, what are we trying to do with trying to get to when we get the $165?
The tech team or
the tech team, right? For the tech team.
oh.
So when you come to town,
So go ahead.
just please help me to remember to get that when you come in town.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
I know Dr. Brown was waiting for that information. And I don't have it yet until we join. Thanks for letting me share.
This is LT. Sister Rahima, I think you will really enjoy this one. I started teaching, and y'all are gonna laugh. My little colored children, they call it the Harriet Tubman song,
Mm.
and it's Stand Up. It's the song off of the Harriet Tubman movie, and we're going to be performing it for Black History Month in the school. I've gotten the okay from the principal, and they are really excited. I've got a vision on how we're going to complete it, but they're really excited about doing this song. And it was their suggestion. Let's learn the Harriet Tubman song. I'm like, okay. And when I heard it, I said, oh, yeah, this is nice. This is nice. So if y'all get a chance, go on YouTube and type in, you can either put in Harriet Tubman. I think the name of the song actually is Stand Up, but it is a really good and powerful song. And it's excellent for Black History Month. So, yeah,
Well,
that's what I'm doing now.
okay, may I ask? I was also wanted to ask you if you could do something if you're planning on coming to to Tulsa in May, if you could make a presentation with the, and if you're going on the, I don't know if you're going on the bus, but if you're going on the bus, that would be extra time, like when we stop to take a break or whatever, then the children on the bus could practice that, practice
Oh
something.
yeah, I could do that.
Great,
I think they would enjoy that. I think they would have fun.
great,
Yeah.
great. Thanks for, and then when we get to Tulsa, there will be a night of performing, just a whole night that youth will be doing things. And so that would be one of the things that could be presented that night.
Okay. Okay. Well,
That'll,
I could work on that. That would be great. Because
thank you.
I fell in love with the song. First time I heard it, I said, oh, this is awesome. Yes, it is. It's a very powerful song.
Well, if you're doing it, I'm sure it's right. So we want to be able, we have,
Thank
well,
you. I appreciate that.
and one has something with with involving deaf children, learning to sign. We can sign too. So we want to be able to promote that, and to start with that on the bus, I think would be great if you're going to be on the bus.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
All right, all right, all right. Anyone else? Share your weekly activities.
Dr. Rahim, this is Melvin Fry's Point. I'm still working on gathering information on the deterioration project for possibly presenting it in Oklahoma. But like I said, for right now, I'm doing a lot of the research in order to put a program together that's feasible. So I didn't forget. I'm still working on gathering all the necessary information
Well,
for your
thank
project.
you so much. So you're going. We do have an all black.
That's
We
it.
have an all black cemetery in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So, and that's going to be a part of our tour. So, however you can fit in, that would be great. We appreciate it. Thank you.
I
All
need to
right.
put a request out. If anybody knows anybody who does like metalworking, jewelry metalworking, uh, who can make charms, I just need a little charm made. Um, if anybody knows anybody who can do that, I could do it, but I don't have time. So if anybody has a business that's already incorporated that into their business, please let me know. Please let me know.
Yeah. We'll check in Tulsa. I think we have that. We'll check. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else want to share their weekly activities, what they did in their business this past week? Okay. If not, we're going to move on to the next item on the agenda. Let me go back to the agenda. Now we have here on the program today, we do have a new person on the call. I'm going to allow him to introduce himself. Go ahead, Mr. Carlos Nelson is in this space. Mr. Carlos Nelson, you can go ahead and introduce yourself to the group. Tell them who you are and what you do. This is normally at the beginning of the meeting, we have our elevator pitch, but you're coming in the middle of the meeting, and I'll go ahead and allow you to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Janet. Carlos Nelson with Cascade Media Group. We own a black digital media company. We're out of Kansas City. Uh, we cater to people of color. We have 6 or 7 websites. We do commercials. We do sports. We produce about 35 different uh, programs. And we feel that we give a voice to the voiceless, people of color. That's about it for what we do as it relates to the digital side of media. Any
Thank you
questions?
and welcome. Thank you and welcome to our meeting. Thank you and
Pleasure.
welcome.
Are you
And
our
we'll
Trail of Tears? Are you our Trail of
What,
Tears media partner?
what did you say?
Are you our Trail of Tears media partner? Media
Uh,
partner?
I'd like to be. I think
Karen, yes.
Karen mentioned that to me. Uh, yes, we definitely want to partner and work with your organization to try to help amplify your message to our audience in general.
Okay.
That's why
What
I'm
is
on the call. I'm on the call now because last night Karen invited me, and she
cool.
had
Cool.
mentioned about the going to Oklahoma and what have you. I have to get the particulars on that, but for sure.
Yeah, what is your reach, your listenership? Several states or just where
No,
you are?
we are a worldwide network.
Oh,
We do things in Spanish and in English, and we're in North Africa, South Africa, East Africa, West Africa.
wow.
Uh, Janice and Karen are more familiar with our company because we work with them on some of the things that they do.
Ah,
Yes. He is one that definitely have resources that are available to assist us with where we're elevating each other's business. And we're going to continue to utilize the service and maximize our reach with what we're doing with our various projects. And so, Cece, Karen would
mm,
definitely be connecting you and Mr. Nelson and Sister Rahima so that we can continue to further get support with the Trail of Tears tour, as
Yeah,
well
and
as the fundraising activities.
Yeah.
I just want to
Let me
piggyback on what Mr. Nelson is saying. All of you guys can contribute to his website. CC, you're on the financial side, insurance. He will allow you to do recordings that you can educate our people about insurance, when to get insurance, why to get insurance, and you can do recordings, and he will put it on his network.
mm.
LT, you can do start doing sign language. If I mean
Oh,
talking about sign language. It's
that
so
would
many
be
things that he could
wonderful.
do.
Mm-hmm.
Sign language, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Last night I was watching Black and Orange. It's a series on Netflix, and they had a cast that was using sign language. One of the daughters was deaf, I believe, and they were using sign language all through the movie. The parent knew it, and this other. We don't see that in uh
Nope.
normal features and what have you. And when I used to own my construction company, when they made the laws different, access for the handicap to public, uh, all of that came into my when you just said to LT about sign language.
Wow.
Excellent.
Awesome.
There's a need. And the way our children are listening to this loud music, we're going to need a lot of sign language after a while.
And you know what? I feel the same way. I will always have a job.
That's right. You are on it.
you
Uh,
you're right, because that program they used the little girl was doing a lot of different things in counseling and so but they never gave you what they were talking about as they were using their hands doing the sign language.
Wow.
But I thought it was very interesting and I thought it was a really nice part as part of the plot to have people that have disabilities uh, on mainstream because we tend to forget. Until I seen that, I I hadn't seen sign language in anything, and I'm 74 years old in a long time. When came up in high school and college, you would see people using sign language or deaf people. I don't even know whether they locked out of society per se. Does anybody even? I
No,
don't know how
they
many
are
people
not.
they are
recall.
not locked out. No.
All
No, they
right,
are not. And then some of them, I hate to say it, they put them in SPED because of the communication issue. They think they
all right.
can't learn, but it's a communication gap. And so because parents don't know their rights to request an interpreter for their child, they get kind of left behind. So part of my job too is to educate and let them know, hey, you request an interpreter, you don't have to pay for it. Whoever the organization is or business is, they have to pay for the interpreter according to ADA. And sometimes the deaf just don't want to be bothered. They like, I'm not going through the trouble. Just leave me alone. I'm gonna do what I do. But no, they are not forgotten. I've worked with professors. You have doctors that are deaf, teachers that are deaf, and one of my favorite is theater. I love to do theater. Theater is fun. It's interesting. So it's a very good language to learn. And if you know more than one language, it makes you more marketable.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So yeah.
Now we do have a guest today. I'll let Mr. Bilbo introduce himself. He is our guest speaker today to share some projects that they are working on, where we're continuing to strengthening Black communities. Mr. Bilbo, are you ready?
I am.
All right, go ahead, introduce yourself to the group. Tell them who you are, what you do, and how we can assist you with the project that you're working on.
Okay, excellent. Well, great day to everybody. My name is Terrell Bilbo.
And
I'm
hey,
one.
can you turn your camera on so they can see you put a name with the face?
Yeah, God, I didn't get my hair done today. You know what I'm saying?
You sound like us.
Look, we
No,
accept you for who you are. All
yeah.
right, all
How
right.
y'all doing?
Well,
Good, great.
you look great.
Thank you. Great day. So, my
Yeah,
name is.
Mr. Nelson, want to see you too. We see you, the new people in the room. We see you, Mr. Nelson. Looking good over there. All right, go ahead, Mr. Bilbo. Tell them who you are and what you do.
All right, so I'm Terrell Bilbo. I'm one half of Base. Base is Bilbo and Sloan Enterprises LLC. Well, we're community development. So we build real estate from the ground up. Right now, we're working on what we call is Project 100. It's 100 affordable houses in the northeast region of Houston, Texas. We were probably about 5 minutes away from the new LBJ hospital expansion. And our biggest thing, our thought process is community owned. You know, when you look at our program and you look at what we do, the biggest thing is community owned. So many times people come into our neighborhoods, you know, the black and brown communities, these developers come in there and, you know, we talk about gentrification, we talk about all these things. And a lot of the neighborhood doesn't look like us once they're done.
Right.
Well, our goal is to help people understand the building process, to partner with a developer to not so much re-gentrify, but beautify your neighborhood and your areas, but keeping that equity in the community. So what we do, we allow people to come in on the process. We help them through the whole thing. There's a $25,000 mentorship program. Now, a lot of people, when they say mentorship, it's always kind of a negative connotation to it because a lot of people are getting a lot of talk, getting a lot of education, but not too much that come along with it. But with us, that $25,000 takes care of your plans, your permits, your civil engineering, plus your education and your mentorship. But more importantly, it comes with a piece of dirt. So everybody comes into the program, gets a lot in one of our development, and they also get that lot at our cost in the building at our cost. So if it costs us $170,000 to build that particular house or property, then that's what they're getting it at. And these properties that we're doing over here on Lower Copy, they'll retail somewhere around 300,000. You get it, you'll be in it somewhere around 170 to 200,000. So that equity is left to that investor who is a community owned investor. So, you know, you're talking about $30 million of construction development in that area, and you're talking about $12 million that stays in our community because that's what we're leaving that equity in for those people who's inside of the network. So that's something that we're super proud of. And then the other thing that we're looking at, and something that's near and dear to my heart, is the student housing for HBCUs. We just acquired 8 acres literally a mile away from Prairie View A&M University, which is my alma mater. And we're doing 770 beds for these kids to have housing. If you look across the nation, it is at a minimum, you're looking at 15 to 2,000 bed shortage at each one of these campuses. So we're looking to take this blueprint that we're starting at Prairie View and roll that out across the country. There's 107 HBCUs. Our goal is in the next 3 or 5 years to do at least 30, to have this blueprint at 30 of the HBCUs. And it's called Legacy Lost. Right, so it'll be Legacy Lost at Prairie View, Legacy Lost at Southern, Legacy Lost at Grambling, all across the nation, because we believe that we don't plan to sell these buildings. So this involves the community. This is the first HBCU student housing project that the community can actually own. So we're super excited about that. And then the technology that we're using in these buildings, you know, one of these buildings, the structure alone, 5-story building can be up within 18 days. So we're using a company that's manufacturing mass timber. So it allows us to go to market a lot faster. And then also we look at the science inside of these buildings with the exposed wood, the circadian rhythm of the lights, and all of these elements we're adding into our buildings, because if the kids are safe, they have a better environment to work and play and learn. You know, they just have better outcomes when it comes to, you know, education and being productive. So that was some of the things that we're just super excited about. So, you know, that's an SEC a SEC stamped syndication that will go live next week. Everything will be put, you know, we let the lawyers do what the lawyers do, because, you know, we just have to address the elephant in the room. When it comes to our communities, you know, trust and transparency is one of the biggest things that we deal with, right? So in order to tackle that, we want to make sure that we buttoned up this whole thing from start to finish. So when somebody comes in and looks at anything that we're doing at base, they know that everything has all the I's are dotted, T's are crossed, and they can feel comfortable not only with an investment that's going to be profitable for it, but an investment that has purpose. So those are some of the things that we're excited about. We're actually having another meeting. We do a workshop. We did one in October. We're doing one in December
Is it me or
13th.
is he freezing?
Am I freezing?
He. It's like he's freezing in and out, but we're
Can
hearing
you,
most of the content.
can you hear me
Go
now?
ahead.
Yeah, we're clear.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so we're having another event. We do a 2 day workshop where it's called "Turn Dirt into Dollars," where we basically bring our whole team into one room. So you're talking about the engineer, the civil engineer, the replat, our trust attorneys, everybody who plays a role in structuring our mentorship and structuring our community to make sure they're doing their investment in the right way will be in that room. You're talking about 150 years of experience in one room, and that's a free event. We do it at the Palm Center and on Griggs. So I can give you. I think you got. I gave you that information.
Yes, I emailed the flyer.
Okay, so yeah, so please, if it's something that you're interested in, yourself, bring some friends with you because I think it's very important. When they're talking about, I can't give you the exact timeline, but they're saying by 2040 or 2050, the black community will own zero assets, and our wealth will be zero. I think this is a very important time to make sure that we're owning assets, owning wealth, and that we can prepare for that time to come. Because if not, we'll be left behind in a lot of things. So I think this is a very important time to come and learn how to do this because this is a thing. There's thousands and thousands of people that are moving to Texas, right? So we're just expanding, and growing. And instead of saying, I wonder what they building over there, I wonder what that is over there, being a part of the actual growth, you get to benefit from the growth of your own city in your own backyard. So that's something that we're excited about. So with that, I'll turn it back over to Miss Janice.
Okay, and what I'm gonna do is open it up for questions.
I have
Um,
101 questions for him. Oh my gosh. So
yes.
do you travel to Dallas at all? Will you travel to Dallas?
I will. Actually, our attorneys are up that way. So yes, ma'am.
How about
Okay. So are you familiar with NAREB,
Y-
NAREB,
Yes, ma'am.
the realtors? So we had a meeting yesterday. So they're building a huge data center in our area,
Okay.
but they are talking about, the people in the area, they need jobs, but they don't have any construction experience. So are you guys training and giving them, teaching them how to do construction and different things so the people in the community, the low income
Ab-
communities can have jobs?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what we
That
do.
is wonderful. That is
how about
wonderful.
how about Tulsa, Oklahoma? We come this neck of the woods.
Well, I'll say nothing's off limits. I think right now, of course, you want to dominate your own backyard, and our Project 100 is our first. Like my family, I've been in real estate for 23 years now, and then my family, we have our own construction company, so we've been building from the ground up for the last 8 years. So right now, this is us starting to do larger development projects. But as time goes on, we definitely can go out to Tulsa and do some workshops and things like that to get the education. And actually, our architect, 30 years in the game, he may not be stamped in Tulsa, but he can work with a local architect that can stamp the plans and help do the infrastructure and things like that. So that's definitely something that we are open to.
Right, we're losing to it. We're losing a lot of property, and we're losing it to foundations like the Kaiser Foundation because we don't have somebody like your program to help us to maintain what we have.
Okay,
Terrell,
well let's definitely talk.
Hey, Terrell, this is
Terrell.
Melvin Brown in Mississippi. I
Yes,
dropped
sir.
my QR code in the chat. Please give me a call because you and I think we need to collaborate. I'm working on several properties here in Friars Point under the Friars Point Economic Development Association, and we are doing exactly what you're doing on that end. So I'd like to get with you one-on-one to talk
Yes,
about some
sir.
possibilities. I have one, two, three, four properties that I'm working on right now. So I
Great.
definitely need to talk with you.
Absolutely. How far are you from either like Mississippi Valley or anyone? I know Mississippi is in. I mean Valley is in Enabina. I don't know how far that is from you.
Right down the street.
Oh
Well,
man, yeah, we definitely. That's the only time I've been to Miss. Well, I've been to Mississippi before. We got family out there, but
Yeah.
Enabina when I played for Prairie View, we played
Yeah.
Valley down there. But
Yeah.
yes, sir. Let's definitely get together.
Yeah. I'm north of Clarksdale and south of Memphis on Highway 61.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, Terrell,
Yes, sir.
this is Nelson. Remember I said that I did the courthouses and all of that. In the 80s, I owned the second largest black general contracting company in Kansas City.
Oh, wow.
And now that you're talking about that, we have a website, the Kansas City Business
Mm-hmm.
Association.com. If you go there, you will see my developer friends. All there's about 4 or 5 of them. They all got 500 million going right now in development
Mm-hmm.
here and around the country. And uh, it's fortuitous that I don't sign in on these type programs, but Karen and Dr. Little has been working with our uh, company, and fortuitous, we have a show called Contractors Corner, where
Mm.
we're hold it. When I was in construction 10 years ago, I started the show. I tried to have the black contractors understand if they had their own show, contractors and developers, they would be able to link and be able, just like what you were given, what you're doing,
Yes, sir.
uh, and it would make the white contractors know that we're there and our concerns. But we don't like to pay for things. We don't want to pay for things that we can't get an instant return on.
Yes, sir.
And that was a problem. But I think the plan that you're talking about, I think if that is amplified, I think that you'd be able to get the financial resources from our athletic community
Mm-hmm.
and some other people. So what I would say, I would like to uh, talk to you to possibly give you some advice and tie you up with some people that have resources that have been in. They're doing large projects, and we're getting ready to debut that first Contractors Corner show. And
Mm-hmm.
what the problem with us is we don't have our workforce and access to capital, no
Mm-hmm.
matter
Mm.
what it is. And so I'm interested in talking to you and putting you and Mr. Brown. And can you hear?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, all right, and because you're doing developing also, I've been doing involved in that type stuff for the last 40 years.
Wow.
I'm
Hey,
saying
I
So,
appreciate
I renovated like 5 public schools here. I did post offices, Walmart, Crown Center, redevelopment, catch basins. Uh, I did it all, but
I
lack of
suggest
can we?
lack,
yeah.
lack of capital and what you're talking about, Terrell, did that back in 90, the first black development for middle class in the urban core here in Kansas City.
Mm.
And uh we need more of that type of development. But the whole thing, everything has changed, and I'm in Kansas City. I don't know what's going on in Houston per se. And
So
I'd
can
like
we
to
do that?
even
Can
invite you
Carlos,
to,
Carlos,
huh?
Carlos? Can we do this? Can we do this? Can we exchange phone numbers? That way, because
Drop
we still
them
have
in
a
Absolutely.
the
few.
chat.
We still have a few more. Yeah, in the
All right.
chat. So,
Yeah.
because we all
And
still have quite a few questions
Where's
for him before we
let me see,
end.
where's the chat?
because
Yeah,
we
I'm gonna
will
put.
be ending on time.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
This is
But
enough.
I know how to get a hold of you because I get. We have so much property here in the Dallas, Texas, and I've been working on a build in Palestine, Texas for the longest. So we right now at the funding stage. So I'll
Okay.
get your information from Dr. Little. Okay.
It's in the chat. He's
I just
dropped it
dropped my
already.
cell phone in the chat, so that's my personal cell right there.
And I dropped my business card in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Yes, sir.
Terrell, I have a question. Do y'all have like a program where you work with individuals that may have credit issues to try to help them with getting funding to participate with your
Absolutely.
project?
Absolutely. So that's part of the mentorship program is for its structure, right? So we believe that everybody should be operating out of a business. So what we do, we make sure you have your LLC, you make sure that's in place. And then if you have some credit issues or whatever the case is, we have a company that we work with. They go through, they look at your profile, they tell you what needs to be done, they optimize the file. Right. And once you're optimized, then they put you in line for business funding. And this is what we tell most people, right? Because most people are out here doing investments with the the $20,000, $30,000 that they saved up or whatever the case is, and in those instances the project has to go right. If not, they're pretty much out of it. So we say let's invest comfortably using leverage, OPM. So we put them in place. The first goal that we do is somewhere around 75 to 150,000 of capital. 12 months, 0% interest for 12 months while you do your project. That'll give you enough time. That takes care of your down payment of your lot. That takes care of the 10% that you'll pay on your construction loan and your holding costs while we build. And our build time is anywhere from 3 to 4 months. 75 days is normally our typical build time. But that leverage gives you the time to do that property comfortably without using 0% interest money while you do it. So that's what we help people do on the capital side.
Okay, and this will you all would do at the workshop that you're having on the 13th, I think.
Yeah, we'll do
Would
we'll
that
do
be
some of
part of
that.
it?
Or if you have somebody who you think needs that, just put them in touch with me and I can get them I can get the process started before the workshop.
And they'd have to have LLCs, correct?
Well, we suggest that. Now, if they just
Okay.
trying to get their credit done, but yeah, you want the reason why you want to have an LLC because once you start to get credit and use it to do your project, if you're using credit cards from your personal side, then that messes with your utilization and which will drop your score. So what we want to do is get the funding on the business side, right? And then we can go back in, take those inquiries off of your personal. Now it looks like you didn't apply for anything, and you always stay in position to go get more capital if you need to. On the business side, you can max. We're not telling them to do so, but you can max those cards out, and it doesn't affect your utilization at all.
Okay.
Hey, Terrell, I got a
All right.
question.
Yes, sir.
Uh, are you planning on expanding this nationwide? What you're doing on the training tip?
We are. We are. It's a lot of work to be done. Like I said, we're trying to dominate our backyard, but yes, sir.
Well, I'm from Chicago, and so I wanted to see what could be done there because I have some ideas for some projects that I would love to tap into. And it's a lot going on. I'm from the west side of Chicago,
Okay.
born and raised, but I moved to Houston, Texas, with the job back then. But now I have my own business and everything. But I do web design and marketing and all the other AI stuff that I teach and train with my
Yeah.
workshops that I now currently. But I wanted to see if you're doing the work like your trainings, that'll be a good intricate piece that we can use for people that have the capital, that have the LLCs, that's ready to go, but not quite knowing where to go with it. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. Yes, sir.
I want to definitely get information for that.
Well, I put it in the chat. My cell is in the chat. But if you want to give me yours, either give me yours or shoot me a message. Either way will work.
Sure. Perfect. Thanks, man.
All right,
Keep
thank you. Chicago has been coming up in our conversations for the last couple of weeks. Like they're saying, like Chicago is a great place to invest right now. So we
Oh,
definitely been talking about it. You muted. You muted out.
yeah, you don't know the half of it. I was with the mayor, Brandon Johnson, for the West Side of Chicago. We had our veterans day at my mom's church on the West Side, which is owned by the Lockharts. They own majority of the property on the West Side.
Mm-hmm.
Laundromats, they have grocery stores, they have them all. Similar to how Black Wall Street was back in the day, and how we're owning our own stuff, and it's all about ownership, land.
Right.
And I got friends that own lots, parking lots. It's real estate too as well that they making money on. So I wanted to tap into that along with what you're doing, because a lot of the Mexicans and a lot of other cultures are moving into the West Side, where it was predominantly black, not anymore. The alderman we have is Danny Davis, which is one of the oldest aldermen we have to date. So he's been around a long time. But anyway, he's one that helped with the introductions of revamping and revitalizing the west side of Chicago. And so, as well as the south side is also getting that update as well. But I wanted to focus more on the west side because that's where I'm from.
Okay.
And so I wanted to kind of see what you can do, what we can do together on that front.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Right now, as you said, it's a lot. Chicago is a hot spot right now.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I've been hearing. That's what I've been
Hey,
hearing.
and also I work with a prefabrication company. I noticed that you say you could put a building up in a month. We can
Yes, ma'am.
build, and there these homes we can build dorms for less than $50,000. So
Yeah.
definitely like to connect with you.
Okay. Well, that's Miss CC.
Yep,
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's have that conversation.
absolutely. Wow,
Yes.
we need a construction call, Dr. Little.
Yeah, we
Wow,
do.
we can build some
Uh,
HBCUs.
all right.
Oh my God.
Well, we could do a follow-up later after his event. We'll
Okay.
bring him back after his event in December, after the holidays. We can bring him back and continue the conversation, the dialogue, and collaboration, and actually doing something, not just meeting to meet. You know how I am. We don't
Absolutely.
just meet to meet. We meet to move and do something.
There you go. That's
Ab-
what.
Are you already a
Absolutely.
member of Black Wall Street USA?
Not he's with Black Wall Street. Which one? The new Black Wall Street.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yes, ma'am.
We're
Okay,
we're
cool.
gonna eventually coincide and work collaboratively together so that we can be strengthened not only with the numbers but sharing our resource, knowledge, and expertise.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm looking
Wonderful.
forward to it.
Yeah,
Same.
I'm looking forward to it too. This is going to be a great opportunity for us.
Right?
Yes, yes, yes. So anyone have a question? Because we have 4 minutes left where we can continue to engage. Well, we can talk about the next item on the agenda, which announcements. The announcement is we are still moving forward, taking our young entrepreneurs to participate in the Stage 1 in Action Convention. And we're going to also showcase Send Off with Dr. G's event that he's performing in. So they will be there on Friday the 28th at the Marriott over on Gessner. So they will do a performance there with their pitch. Those are the two events that we're focusing on for as December coming up. Any
Yeah,
other
Yeah,
announcements or
I would like to proudly announce that, excitedly announce that the Wall Street to Tulsa board is planning on a meeting this week before they start their Thanksgiving dinner, and taking a quick tour of the area that we'll be using, and tightening up the paperwork so that we can get started on the Trail of Tears. And this is where we will be meeting, hopefully, with the Native American connection, who also plans to come, and we'll make plans further our plans for Trail of Tears in May. Thanks.
I'm looking forward for that Trail of Tears, Dr. Martin.
Right?
thank you for sharing. And also Terrell's event is on December 13th, 14th. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am. At the
Okay,
Palm Center.
at the Palm Center.
What
And
is it?
we've registered, so we will be attending it. LT also registered for that.
Let me register for that.
Okay. So we will be attending that as well to support.
Yes, we'd
Yeah,
love to have y'all.
I will follow up, Terrell, with out of all these LLCs to see which one can get some credit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
That's right.
see.
That's right.
Look, I'm going to be the first to disclaim I have bad credit. I did my business all wrong.
It's
But
okay.
all of my businesses are LLC now, and two of them are certified by the city.
Beautiful. Nah, it's all good. Like I like to tell all my clients, if you got bad credit, you're not a unicorn. It happens to everybody. So it's
Okay.
like it's okay to be there, but it ain't okay to stay there. So we got to make sure we doing what we need to do to get better. But we got you though. No worries.
All righty.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
any
I'm
final
sorry.
things before we end?
Just looking forward to it, Dr. Little, for this stage 1 in action. Please get patient. And as we continue on, our workshops will still be going back.
The United States on third vacancy called for the execution of 6 lawmakers.
Okay.
I'd like to thank you, Dr. Little and Karen, for inviting me to the meeting.
We're
Absolutely.
excited that you came and shared. We love you over here.
Thanks.
And
Yes.
thank all of the others that came to support, and let's continue the movement and elevate each other's business and those Black businesses in your community. Remember, we are doing the blackout, but we are black-inning and supporting our businesses during the blackout. Y'all go be amazing.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you, Carlos. Nice meeting you, construction partner.
Pleasure.
May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're
Thank you, everybody, on behalf of Black Wall Street, Mississippi.
This is the Florence Square Shopping Center.
Coming soon to ABC 10. Race and culture reporter Candace Redd takes us inside the creation of Florence Square Shopping Center, tracing the Black entrepreneurial spirit from the historic Greenwood district in Tulsa, Oklahoma, to this vibrant shopping center in South Sacramento.
We didn't call ourselves St. Mel's Black Wall Street. Other people did. That is a huge sense of pride.
Dozens of people gathered at Florence Square for an early screening of the story.
I thought it was very informative. I learned things. Even at my age, I'll be 73 next week or week after next. I don't know all of the history that I should know.
It was really somewhat emotional for me because I'm a survivor of police brutality. So understanding how Tulsa, the massacres, and how that impacts us, and how that really takes away from the resources and other things, but how it didn't take away our spirit.
I think we are a microcosm of that Wall Street because there was a spirit there that grew.
Don't miss this opportunity to experience one of Sacramento's untold African American stories.
I'd like to make sure that your seatbelts are fastened.
Black Wall Street Lexington Incorporated is all about strengthening our local Black economy. Our businesses must have a fighting chance to exist. We urge you to download the BWS LEX app from the Google Play Store. It's a free Black business directory for Lexington. We don't discriminate. We welcome everyone to support local Black businesses because you'll be helping to lower unemployment, henceforth making the streets safer for all. Next time you patron a Black-owned establishment, be sure to tell them Black Wall Street sent you.